Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. So, I want to make a quick video about the Terrance Williams situation. For those of you who don't know, he was arrested early this morning around 4 a.m. where they found his 2017 blue Lambo peeled around a light pole. They quickly identified that the car was registered to him. Found him at his house. He's outside on a blue scooter or some electric scooter, drunk as hell, and gets arrested for public intoxication as well as the other pending charges. So a lot going on there. The mugshot looks terrible for those of you who haven't seen it on Twitter yet. And it's, another setback, another embarrassing situation on behalf of the Dallas Cowboys. We all know what we went through with the Randy Gregory situation, as well as the Damian Wilson situation, and the big one, Ezekiel Elliott. So another thing that we're gonna have to deal with, and I say we're gonna have to deal with, but do we really have to deal with it? At what point do we make an example of one of these guys, especially one of the guys that are quite frankly on the bubble? It's been noted, the overhaul in the wide receiver room, even the guys we've drafted, like a Cedric Wilson, a Michael Gallup, trading for a Tavon Austin. I don't have time for this nonsense. Your job's on the line. On top of that, you have a broken foot, and you're not even able to participate right now. You're injured. And it's just incredibly frustrating. This is the time after Dez Bryant's cut that we're relying on you to potentially become a number one wide receiver, or at least show that you can still be one of our starters as we develop some of these younger guys, and show that you want to be a leader in the room and step up and be relied upon. This is the opposite of being relied upon. And quite frankly, the Cowboys cannot continue to tolerate this kind of behavior and this kind of nonsense. And this is why I always talk about, my friends or whatever, they always talking about, oh, maybe the Dallas should take a chance on this person, Dallas should take a chance on this person. And I'm always hesitant on that because of the culture there. And it's not just the culture in the organization, because I still need to come out with my all or nothing thoughts, because I do have some interesting thoughts on that. But the culture in the area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you have a lot of money and you're young, there's a lot for you to get into, and there's a lot of stuff to get trapped. And it's not the best place for people who aren't disciplined, who are maybe addicts, who have alcohol issues. That's why you see these things, these reoccurring issues in our area. That's part of the problem. So, I'm done. I was already out on T. Will. He didn't catch a touchdown last year. I'm all for guys getting second chances, but that doesn't mean you get a second chance on my football team, especially when the object is to win. Again, we're going to have a very young wide receiver room of rookies and people who weren't with us last year. The last thing we need is one of the two most tenured people to be setting this type of example. And I said this last year. I didn't have the channel last year, but when we signed Nolan Carroll, and I would have cut him then, but we went into the season with him. He didn't play well, and then we cut him. It's just these types of things ongoing, and that was a guy who had never gotten in trouble. He gets to Dallas and gets a DUI. Terrance Williams, who to Terrance's, in fairness to him, he hasn't had any off the field issues that I can remember. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm ready to move on, guys. I'm ready to move on. I don't care if this is just, instant reaction, instant emotion. I'm done with it. I'm done with the nonsense. They have to set an example somewhere that they're not going to tolerate this in the organization, that this is a new culture moving forward. We're supposed to be going into the Dak-friendly era with this ragtag group of guys. This isn't the move. This isn't the way to start it. So, look, I'm ready to move on. Those are just my quick thoughts. I hope the brother can get some help and recover from this situation. If he's able to move on to another team, great. He was already on the bubble, like I said. But when you're eliciting this type of behavior, when you're supposed to be recovering and injured, and you can't exercise the proper discernment to get an Uber or hire a driver or whatever. And we talk about this thing all the time with professional athletes, and they got to nip it in the butt right now, in my opinion. We haven't started training camp. That's coming in June, but we'll see. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be coming back out with my thoughts on All or Nothing, and I know that's been delayed, just been real busy, but we'll get to it. I got my Lucky Labs shirt on today. We're going to a Lucky Labs fundraiser here in Austin, so if anybody in the area, come check us out. But I mean, it's, it is what it is. Just another frustrated Cowboy fan video. It is what it is, but we'll see. Appreciate you guys as always. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you're willing to give Terrance a second chance, or if you're ready to cut bait. All right, guys. Peace.